Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Opts for safety. Tielemans. Trossard. And he's managed to get free. Done delicately. And that is expertly dealt with. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Yuri Tielemans, Peter, I don't think you get many better than him when it comes to connecting the team's attack and defence. Positional intelligence, that's what we're talking about. The way he can change rhythm in accordance to what's going on around him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too, no doubt. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been slung wide. And it's Salah. And this is Marmoush. Trossard. And it's El-Neni. And he's intervened well there. Thus. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
The ball goes in. Chance! Goal! Belgium! And we have liftoff! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Belgium have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be...
He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Trossard has it in a wide position. There's the delivery. That is a brilliant interception. Mohamed Salah.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's El-Neni. He's picked his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Brilliantly cut out. Great vision. Trossard. Now it's Lukaku. He has found the way through. And he's straight offside.
Egypt really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
There will be a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Marmoush. Marmoush ploughing through the middle.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Gets a good foot in there. He's got away. Thinks one through. A header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's De Bruyne. And he's got the beating of his man. Space for him to turn and look. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doku, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Egypt certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this.
Mohamed Salah! And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
De Bast. That's Tielemans. Meunier. Oh, that's fabulous. And the through ball. Oh, well played, well played. And that was very necessary. De Bast. And it's Tielemans. Distributed tidily. Meunier has the space to scheme. It's a goal kick. El-Neni. Salah. It's a good-looking delivery.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Marmoush!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Our players to the field.
Egypt coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Number 22.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Egypt are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Salah. Drive. Oh, shooting chance! Doku. Belgium are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
De Bruyne.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
De Kalpa. Oh, some tackle that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tielemans. Played out to the left flank. And here's Trossard. So we've reached the hour mark.
For this match was 80,953.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
De Kalpa. Trossard given the lift of his goal. De Bruyne. Now it's Lukaku.
Such good technique.
Trossard. Can he get on the end of this? And he gets rid in a hurry. Trezeguet. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, nicely intercepted. Onana. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's De Bruyne.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that has sent him sprawling.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Trossard plays it short.
Belgium really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Trossard. Trossard really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, important interception. Fofana. Now Trossard. Trossard. There he goes, motoring forward. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's looking wide. Flings in across. That's really nicely played. And it's pulled back. He's rising! And how did he not put that away?
Lukaku has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Pass. And it's played forward. Played out towards the right wing. He's found the way through. Van Aken finding himself in space.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to...
Can he finish? Trossard! And again! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Abdul Monem. And they've got rid. He's a sharp little ball here. Meunier kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Has been indicated.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. So that's it. It is all over. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Marmouche claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Egypt certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it
And
just
a quick
remains for me to
reminder
thank Jim
today to
Beglin
please
alongside
take
me,
all the
and to
documents
wish you all
located by the
a very
entrance gate.
good evening.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding...
And the shots! And the ball's come loose here. Now this could be a chance. Can he get on the end of this? That has found him in acres of space. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Now it's João Pedro. And that was asking for too much. Deftly out wide. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Douglas Luiz. It's a really well-measured ball. Distributed tidily. Savinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Savinho, and he's gone looking for safety. Brazil with the corner, they're first. Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Brazil really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Neymar pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Over to the right flank. Oh, that's well spotted. No goals as yet. Spread to the right. Deftly away. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Mexico have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Savinho. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Joelinton. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Savinho. Now it's João Pedro. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's João Pedro. He might be in here! João Pedro! And again, he is at his elastic best.
João Pedro really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Brazil have their second corner now. That's a throw. It's a pretty loose pass. Driving forward. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what a ball!
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Douglas Luiz, and it's Joelinton. Big chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
That's really well cleared. Joelinton. Savinho picks it up out wide.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Drills one in. Can he finish? Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Brazil trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that's delightful. Tries to dink it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bruno Guimaraes. Brazil still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Joelinton. Nicked it back promptly. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Bruno Guimaraes has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Almost an hour gone. That's going right the way across. Savinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Some resolute defending there. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Neymar. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, super find. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Spread out to the left. He is through here. Can he finish? That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Now it's João Pedro. Taken back almost at once.
That's going in strongly. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Marquinhos with a definite foul there.
Substituição em andamento.
Marquinhos is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee...
There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Mexico are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And it's made its way to him. And he's in on goal. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Mexico find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Some good work on the right flank here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Douglas Luiz. Neymar. Steaming on. Decent chance! Oh, extraordinary. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. There will be 4 extra minutes. He has found the way through. Linton. He's looking wide. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That's been slipped through. And he tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Senegal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Yildiz. Yildiz gets on his bike and on the move. They're urging him to shoot. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Turkey yet to have an attempt on goal. That's going right the way across. He has found the way through. That's going wide left. Punched away. He's having a shot! And again! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Knocks it into space. Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Gulula! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Goulet really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Goulet. Now it's Aktokolu. Aktokolu purring through the gears. That's a sharp pass. That has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free. Big chance! Aktokolu. driving through them. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. BACCHA did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Arda. Yildiz. Oh, Red, nice interception. Senegal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Yildiz charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the shot! Goal! Turkey! And Turkey take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Turkey are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Turkey are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
So, a temporary halt to the action. So, a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
To the field.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Turkey can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we are back underway.
Turkey can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Out of play for a goal kick. Crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Celik. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's burst through. Steaming on goal. Shot, surely! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Turkey just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Yildiz looking to shake off some unwanted attention. Well, oh, shooting chance! The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. That's Yildiz. He might be in here! Shapes to shoot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Number 11, Muhid. The attendance for this
Turkey
match was
are doing very nicely, thank you.
80,953.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Aktakolu, now looking to orchestrate a counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pressing high and with purpose. He's picked his way through. That's good running with the ball. Closing in on goal. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Great chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting,
Substitution in
Peter.
progress.
Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They've played it short, and he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's fabulous. Kukçu. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's the chance to counter. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. Gives it back. Aktakolu. And the counter is on.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Goes for goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Now it's Aktakolu. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's got away.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, for me,
taking
this
place.
was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Yildiz.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely bit of skill. Shot a goal! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Çalhanoğlu clearly is trying to be
added
too
minutes
clever
has
there.
been
He should have
indicated.
gone with his instincts.
Çelik. And there goes the final whistle. Turkey are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Yildiz taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players